Service package relationship. So for my home ribbon in the enterprise, go to enterprise setup. Underneath work order setup, you will see a feature called service package relationship. What this does is this gives you the capability of relating one package or one type of service to another. In other words, I can take a concern and relate an inspection or service or multiple. There's basically three types. There's recommended, required, and replace. So if you look on the far right here, you'll see a little box has been checked. So if I relate a service as replace, then what will happen is when I pick one and I use the replacement one, it just automatically deletes the original and puts this in place of it. Required will force it to go onto the work order. And recommended is just that, it just recommending it so you have the option to use it if you wish. Now, if you wish to make more of these, you certainly can. You can add, you can give it a name, a description, you can require or replace. But typically these three will take care of all your situations. So how does this look? Let's go over to its service. So here we have a conventional oil change. And again, we'll have our related tab. So if we see here, we've had 3 recommended inspections, or the possibility of replacing that conventional with a blended or synthetic oil change. So how we put these on here, let's take this one right here. I have a synthetic oil change. We have these 3 related to it. So what if I don't want to have these as recommended, but I do want to force this courtesy inspection to go on? So we're going to delete these. And now I want to add an inspection. I'm going to go search in my category. There's my oil change courtesy inspection. I'm going to hit OK. And now I want to require it. So that'll actually force it right onto the ticket. What if I want to have the option of being able to put a blended oil change instead of a synthetic oil change? Add package, search, look for my blended oil change. Now, if I hit replace and I select it, then it will switch the oil change packages. And again, recommended would be, do I want to use it or not? So let's add another recommended package. How about a tire rotation? So I'll go to tires and wheels, go look for a rotation. And I'm going to recommend it. So here I have a recommended item to go on the work order. I have the capability of removing a synthetic oil change and putting the blended in place of it. And it's going to force or require that this inspection goes on the work order. So let's save that and let's go over to a work order and show you how it works. So here I am at my location. I'm starting to write a work order for Mr. Smithy with his Chevy Malibu. I'm going to hit next. Now when I open up my oil maintenance section, if I select the synthetic oil change and I hit add, now I have another screen that appears. These are the related services. See, it's recommending that I try to get them to do a tire rotation. It's going to require or force this oil change on, or do I want to change it from a synthetic to a blended? So let's do all 3 and see what happens. So now I have my inspection on the work order, my blended oil change, and my tire rotation. So that's how related items work.